This is Newcap News with Nicole Stilger.
Well, Bonnyville's economy got a bit of a positive kick in December, thanks in part to the World Junior A Challenge coming to town. But one local seamstress decided to take advantage of the boost in a different way. Adam MacVicker has more.
It's no surprise when the world descended on Bonnyville for the World Junior A Challenge, the local economy would see a boost. But for Adamine Graham, it was an opportunity to spread the word about Bonnyville by doing what she does best, sewing.
When I heard about the hockey, that's the Hockey Junior, it's coming the end of the year, I said to my husband, well, we cannot let them print Bonnyville's logo and promote Bonnyville on imported items.
Graham, originally from South Africa, decided to make hoodies to sell at the tournament. The idea stemming from a mishap when she bought her mother a gift she thought was locally made.
And I bought my mom a sweater in Jasper. And my mom said, oh, thank you, but it is made in China. And she just laughed at me, and she's still laughing, and that's many, many years ago.
Graham has been a resident of Bonnyville for 15 years, and she made sure her hoodies are locally sourced.
I found a company in Cold Lake that would print the labels on the Canadian fabric too. And then a local company here in Bonnyville, ThinkWorks, they printed the logo for me, and I'm quite happy.
And promoting local is an idea Mayor Gene Sobolewski can get behind.
The whole idea itself really struck home to me because this is something that it's made in Bonnyville. When I mean made, it's sewn. It is originated and marketed and sold and originating here in Bonnyville. And so it's something that it's to be proud of.
Graham says she's planning on sending hoodies to family across Europe and South Africa as gifts from her new home.
It will not say made in a country that you cannot even pronounce, but made in Canada, made in Bonnyville, Alberta, Canada.
Mayor Sobolewski is hoping Graham's idea leads the way for local business.
It's very important, not only for a local economy, but also to inspire others with other ideas to say, hey, I can do this here. I don't need Edmonton. In fact, we can do things here locally in this region.
Adam MacVicker, Newcap News.
Whether it's drawing awareness to the issue of bullying or helping out a charitable organization, the Lloydminster and District Co-op is an active presence in the community. We sit down with the CEO, Don Stevenson, as he discusses the challenges and highlights of the year that was. Well, Don, another year of positive contributions to Lloydminster and area. Tell me from your end, what has this year been like for you?
You know what? It's been a challenging year, and I think we're no different than a lot of businesses within the community. It's been a challenging year, and yet despite that, I think we've done very, very well. We'll continue to be able to share some of those earnings back with our membership at the end of the year, and certainly. Part of that is our diversity being in the propane and petroleum and ag and grocery sectors. That diversity has certainly helped us, to continue to weather this storm.
Talking specifically about the Spread a Little Love This Christmas campaign, saw tremendous results last year, the first time around, and the same story this year. What is it about this particular initiative that you think gets such positive results?
I think it truly just resonates with people. I think they understand, certainly, when talking to a number of individuals that have gone out and picked up the ornaments and bought them and used that as an opportunity to share with their kids, their family, what the true spirit of Christmas is, the idea of giving anonymously, given without the idea of a reciprocal gift other than the warmth you feel in your heart at the end of that.
Another really exciting part of this year was teaming up with Tom Jackson, the one and only, for his Huron Carol benefit concert. What has that experience been like putting all of this together with Tom?
I had the opportunity of knowing Tom for a few years, and he is without a doubt one of the most selfless, generous, honest individuals that I think I've ever encountered in my life. The Huron Carol was an amazing, evening. It was an opportunity, though, for him to get out that message about the spirit of Christmas and really utilizing that that it should extend throughout the year.
Just looking back on this year, any personal highlights for you?
honestly, the team that I work with. When I see the excitement generated by programs like the anti-bullying program, like the Spread a Little Love campaign, like the Huron Carol, and when I see everybody jump to the fore, engaged in those processes, and really excited about the opportunity to do something for others, that truly makes me proud to be a part of the team. That's my joy.
And looking ahead to next year, any particular goals?
One of the things that I think the Huron Carol, certainly resonated with me was the idea that we've got to find ways to, we support well over 100 charitable entities throughout the year, and yet we've got to continue to find ways to support those that really are making a difference in our community by helping those in need. So that's what we'll focus on in the upcoming year.
Perfect. Well, it's that time of year where people might start talking about their New Year's resolutions, but many head into January with the wrong idea when it comes to fitness goals. In this week's Healthy Living, Josh Ryan looks at some strategies to stay the path in 2017.
After another festive Christmas season, gyms around Lloydminster are gearing up for their busiest time of the year.
There's definitely some people that have never been active before coming in, and then we also see those people that maybe dropped off their fitness routine over the holidays and just are feeling a little sluggish and want to get back at it in January.
However, many people's fitness aspirations end within a few weeks of starting in January. Fournier says it's often the case of people going too hard, too early in an attempt to cut weight fast.
It's hard on your body, you're not used to it, you don't like the soreness. If you start slow and progress, then you won't find that soreness that'll make you not want to come to the gym.
That's led to changes in Service's 8-week program, which is group-based and focuses on multiple aspects of fitness, including cardio, weights, and nutrition.
It's a little bit cheaper than actually going one-on-one with a personal trainer, but you're still going to have that personal contact with a trainer to ask questions and keep your body safe.
For those getting back into a routine, Fournier suggests trying full-body exercises.
I'll just grab a weight, whether that's a bar, dumbbells, or a kettlebell, and I'll just come up with a few different movements that'll work your whole body. So you want your legs and your arms, you want to do pushing and pulling with your body and just really get your heart rate up.
The adjustment in nutrition is another one people are constantly searching for answers on, but once again, simple changes are recommended over extreme diets.
The Canada Food Guide is a great diet, and it does give you direction and helps you, eat everything in moderation.
And ultimately, Fournier says creating new habits is more important than any short-term gains.
We want it to be a lifestyle change. We want this to be lifelong goals, not 2 months from now I want to be 10 pounds down goals.
Josh Ryan, Newcap News.
Well, Alberta's high school football season has been over for some time, but another aspect of the game lingers on long after the lights at the field go out. Lance Phillips now with some insight into what's made one local high school's football program so successful in more ways than one.
3 straight Wheatland Football League titles, 4 straight appearances in the Alberta Bowl Provincial Championship, 5 since 2010, provincial high school champions in 2014. The Holy Rosary High School football program fits the definition of dynasty, but what is it that makes this program so successful?
A big part of our success is our programs leading up to our high school. We have Pee Wee, we have Bantam, and then we have a midget league that's kind of like our spring season, which prepares a lot of us and a lot of the grade 9s coming into their first year at high school for high school season.
I think it's the system, it's the kids that are in the system, it's committed coaches. We spend a lot of time focusing on the weight room and the mental side of the game film, and then the on-field product. So it's not just about practice and play, there's a lot more to it.
And this could be Holy Rosary's worst kept secret, coaching. The true reason the program continues to flourish and produce high-performance football players. It's the reason many teams are either successful or not, and the players know it.
Just their sheer love, passion, and smarts of the game. Like, I've been blessed to be a part of the smartest coaching group that I've ever been with in any seasons.
All the coaches have been around football for a majority of their lives, like Coach Oreo coaching for 19 years. That's a lot of intelligence coming from one man. And then Dustin Falsher, our offensive coordinator. He was a quarterback here, and he went to university for Queens and played quarterback there. And then he comes back and gives us his knowledge.
There's little doubt about the program's success on the field, but what about off it? Vince Lombardi once said, "To be successful in life demands that a man make a personal commitment to excellence and to victory, even though the ultimate victory can never be completely won." In the case of Raiders players, the ultimate victory has been won, and they'll reap the rewards of that victory for the rest of their lives.
I've made lifelong friends away from this game, and whether it's kids older than me or younger than me, they're gonna be there for the rest of my life. And I really appreciate everything that has been given to me from this program, including those friendships.
And that's important to remember, because football doesn't last forever, but friends do. Lance Phillips, Newcap Sports, Lloydminster.
Well, building a love for animals from a young age is almost a given when you grow up on a farm. In this week's Agriculture Report, Gerard Lampow shows us how that passion is developing for a young girl.
We feed them rolled corn, oats, and barley.
Melora Bruno raises alpacas with her parents just outside North Battleford. Since she was about 1, she has been around the South American native, which is raised primarily for its fleece.
I just like how soft and gentle they are, and just the way I get to handle them.
Melora's mother, Debbie, has encouraged her daughter's love for animals, which is rooted in their family traditions. The family has always had exotic animals, with her paternal grandfather, who came out from Belgium and homesteaded in Saskatchewan some 98 years ago.
They've always had cows. We've had Wagyu cattle. They raised chinchillas. They've had ostrich. My husband raised ostrich, buffalo. So the alpacas were a natural segue for Melora and I to add to the farm, because it seems to be a farm of many diverse animals over the years.
Their fleece allows alpacas to stand up well to the winter cold. However, they have a split toe, so they need straw for bedding, otherwise their feet would freeze. Alpacas can grow a 3 to 5 inch thick coat in winter, so they welcome that being taken off in the warmer months.
Exactly why we raise them, so they do their job and keep warm all winter, and then we do our job and take it off in April and process it, send it away, and make it into products that Canadians can stay warm with.
Apart from the birthing process, like many other kids raised on a farm, Melora has had her learning curve dealing with alpacas.
When I was younger, I was always scared of getting kicked or spit on, and then one day that happened, and I just cried so much.
Melora says alpacas can be nervous around other people whose scent they don't know. Still, her love for animals has kept this 11-year-old growing in her knowledge and passion for the animal.
You'd have to put a lot of effort into it, because it takes a lot of time.
Gerard Lampow, Newcap News.